The sun may have been setting on a scorching week's tennis at Indian Wells, but a new dawn has been rising in the desert for Flavia Pennetta. Contemplating retirement barely 12 months ago, this year's BNP Paribas Open has represented a timely vindication that she can still compete at the highest level in women's tennis. The 32-year-old has prevailed in 14 of her 17 matches this calendar year, form which has seen her reach the quarter-finals at the Australian Open and in Dubai last month. And the Italian veteran wasn't about to let her prospects evaporate in the Indian Wells heat. The world number 21 brushed aside Camila Giorgi after she defeated Maria Sharapova, before Jelena Jankovic and top seed Li Na fell victim to Pennetta's merciless streak. But hoping to prevent her from claiming a 10th WTA title was Agnieszka Radwanska, hoping to make her first appearance as an Indian Wells final one to remember. Of their 6 previous meetings, the poll boasted 4 victories, Pennetta's 2 before this contest. However, the most recent of those saw Pennetta prevail in Dubai. In the 31-degree heat, it was Pennetta who ensured the on-court temperatures were also sizzling. But Radwanska gave as good as she got, as the first 4 games went with serve. With just one free setter en route to the final, Radwanska has spent 2 hours less on court than her opponent. And it looked as if both players would be in for a lengthy spell in the sun if some of their rallies were anything to go by. It was Pennetta who drew first blood by breaking to 3-2 in the 5th game. Radwanska had only herself to blame though in her attempt to break back with the first opportunity. Her task was made all the more difficult, with Pennetta displaying the quality that saw her overcome Lee in the semi-finals, another exhausting rally bringing out the best in the Italian. And there was no looking back as she placed more pressure on Radwanska's serve to take a 5-2 advantage. Much like her firm backhand to seal her last 4 victory over Lee, there was more than a faint sense of victory in Pennetta's action as she secured the opening set. After holding serve in the opening game of the second, Radwanska summoned the physio to tend to her left knee. If the next game was anything to go by, it seemed Radwanska had made a swift recovery as she moved to break point, but Pennetta came roaring back. However, Radwanska's condition merely deteriorated. The number 2 seed was clearly suffering, and matters soon got worse for the pole as she fell a break behind in the 3rd game. Despite coming back from 40-love down in the next game, the 25-year-old was unable to prevent Pennetta from holding for a 3-1 lead. The 1-break deficit became 2 as Pennetta raced 4-1 ahead, prompting further medical attention. The contest was only headed one way, when the Italian held to move within sight of the championship at 5-1. And, cruelly aware of her opponent's limitations, Pennetta only added insult to injury. Despite a gamely attempt to stay in the match, the setback was beginning to overwhelm Radwanska as Pennetta causes her 5th break of the match to wrap up the championship in little over an hour.
It's always a big title, and it's coming in the right moment for me. I mean, last year was a difficult year. I never think to have a possibility to win a tournament like this, and here I am. So it's amazing.
It underlines what's been an impressive year for a player enjoying a timely revival. But victory in Indian Wells also represents her most significant title in her career to date, and will take some beating in Miami on current form.
Tuesday, I'm going to start again to practice. So tennis is like this. You don't have so many time to enjoy the moment. You have to go for another tournament. But I have days to realize what happened today and enjoy the moment and starting to be focused again.
She's now not only 15-3 for the calendar year, but will move up to 12 in the world rankings. As well as that, Pennetta climbs to 6 in the road to Singapore's standings. No prizes for guessing who will reflect the most fondly on a thrilling week in Indian Wells.